Hello. We have liftoff. That was a fun side quest.
Yeah, maybe we should jump to the agenda item about streaming, etc., because there's clearly issues with the setup of the
Yeah,
Zoom meeting,
definitely.
and I think we need additional help from the CNCF.
Yes, it turns out that redundancy, we don't have the redundancy built in just yet.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. A little bit late to get underway, but we're here. Thanks everyone for joining. Recording is going, yeah? Looks like it is. Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. And shall we jump in? Did we want to start with the discussion on what to do for changes to the meeting setup, or should we just go to Hans' triage meeting topic?
Yeah, sure. So not most, but some SIGs have a cadence for triaging issues, and this helps distribute load. Particularly right now, the load is mostly distributed to Merrick and Benjamin, and I think a triage meeting would be helpful to create a little bit of redundancy and get the community more involved in like reviewing code and writing code and doing all that stuff. Right now we have a bi-weekly etcd community meeting, and it is actually a similar cadence to SIG instrumentations. What we did was we actually just interleaved a triage meeting every other week. That way there's a weekly meeting and it's at the exact same time, so it's not confusing to people. And we just do a triage meeting every other week. And I think since etcd is bi-weekly, that kind of makes sense, unless we determine that there are so many issues that we need more triage meetings.
Yeah, no, thanks for the proposal, and completely agree. Wenjie and I discussed it on Wednesday. I've kind of tentatively put my hand up to lead it. I've been doing a fair bit of kind of triage on the side as well, just trying to address the issues coming in and make sure things are being converted to discussions as appropriate, and reviewing some of the PRs and things. So yeah, let's set that up. Anyone else have any disagreement or other views on pushing ahead with setting up a fortnightly triage session?
Let me suggest that at least the first few of them should be probably scheduled for an hour rather than just half an hour.
Cool.
And we should advertise it on etcd, Delve, and elsewhere in hopes of attracting more people to help us with triage.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Okay. All right, team. So let's move forward. I'll look at getting that set up with Wenjie, and hopefully we'll have the first iteration perhaps next week. We had Wenjie to chat about the mentorship program. I don't think she made the call. Let me just check attendees. No, so that's all good. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Wenjie cannot make it this meeting.
Yeah. So just a very quick update. Again, we spoke earlier in the week on this. Mentees, I believe the notifications are underway for those that were successful. So please keep an eye out for that if you haven't received a notification already. It'll be very soon. And I think we'll do a confirmation just with all of the outcomes in the next fortnightly meeting, but those should be underway. I believe there's 3 confirmed, maybe 1 more, so possibly 4 mentees in total, and that'll be distributed. So announcements will be coming out shortly for that. But we'll jump forward, and Wenjie can give us an update in the next session So on the meetings, I just wanted to follow up on the recordings. We've had a few meetings now on the new CNCF Zoom platform, which is great, but we need to get the recording sorted out. So probably a question for Josh. What is the next step to get the recordings uploaded?
I can answer this, Stu. You have to sign into Zoom on the web browser, and then you can download them locally, and then you upload them, preferably using a non-company account. This is very important, using a non-company account, because otherwise, if you leave a company, it can get orphaned. This has happened before. So you want to use like a personal Gmail account, upload it to YouTube channel, and then you want to tag it with like a SIG etcd playlist.
Yeah, so we have the etcd channel and playlist in place. Is it only Merrick that has the credentials for that? Do we know?
No, a few of us do.
Okay.
The including me. So I think the answer is that we should add you to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, I know that. Oh wow! I just realized there's some other stuff that needs to be fixed here. So, because it still links to CoreOS. But the other thing about this is, I know that we had a conversation about having the automated posting of the recordings, and someone was working with the CNCF folks on that, but I don't know who.
I feel like people have been working on this for like years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the automated process. We can check in on that. But in the interim, yeah, I'll get some access team download and upload the the latest few videos from Zoom. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, because we want to straighten out a couple of the things about this Zoom thing, as witnessed by the late start of this meeting. Number one is the meeting should start automatically, whether or not the host is logged in. And the second thing is that we should have a host code for it, because we currently have this weird discrepancy that the meeting actually belongs to the etcd project rather than SIG etcd, which means, for example, Jim can't actually log in on the Zoom account. And the host code would be the best way around that. If we get automated recordings, if we could get automated posting set up. But
Chow, could you just jump on mute? Sorry, a bit of background noise.
Nearby devices.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah. So luckily, Merrick was available this morning to sort out the two-factor code for the host login. So I'm logged in as host now. I'll have a look at the settings for auto start and see if we can sort that out, and also download some of the latest videos to get those uploaded to YouTube. Is it Merrick that I need to ping about the YouTube account access?
I'm seeing right now whether I'm seeing right now whether or not I can grant it to you.
Okay.
I don't know yet what level of permissions I have. If
Okay.
not me, then Merrick. But if
Cool.
I can do it.
Okay. Thanks, team. So yeah, we'll try and iron out a couple of these little gremlins with the Zoom setup. Thanks for your patience this morning. Josh, over to you on two topics. So KubeCon coming up in North America and Chicago next month, ContribFest and the booth signups. Take it away.
Yeah. So that's, first of all, a reminder that we actually have a kiosk in the Project Pavilion, and please sign up for whatever timestamps you can staff it for. I realize I myself is not signed up yet, but I actually have to staff 3 different kiosks, so I'm trying to work all those out. And I know other people in the same thing. Just as soon as you figure out your schedule, please sign up for at least a couple of time slots to help us staff that. And then the other thing is that a few of us need to get together and finish planning out the Contrib Fest. But you know, we also want to be that open. Anybody here who is a reviewer or approver or regular contributor even, and wants to help us run the Contrib Fest, please let us know. You know, you're welcome to attend, but this does take some planning, and so we actually need to do it before we all get
Actually, I
to
tried to access the doc, but I think I require
Yeah.
some permissions.
Anybody who's subscribed to the etcd dev mailing list should be able to access it.
Oh, I see. Okay, because I think I'm subscribed through my work email, and then I try to access
Yeah.
it my personal. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah,
Just a quick
the same thing happened to
question.
me. Yeah.
A quick question on the booth setup. I noticed looking at the schedule, it looks like we have both morning and afternoon slots this time. Is it a little bit different this year, or?
Yeah, apparently, whoever applied for a kiosk, Merrick, I guess, applied for a full-time kiosk and we got one.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to swap around. Yeah, because a little bit of shuffling in Amsterdam between morning and afternoon as they kind of rearrange the booths between projects to share them. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but it does mean that we need to come up with more staffing slots. So
It does. Yeah.
So okay.
Just quickly on the Contrib Fest,
Yeah.
I intend to raise an issue because I think we need a specific label for Contrib Fest issues, just to make it very easy to plan those, and we can list them under like a parent GitHub issue as well.
Okay.
And just last time, I think we tried to use Help Wanted or maybe Good First Issue, and a couple that we had set aside for Contrib Fest got sniped and sort of picked up before the session. So we'll use a dedicated label this time.
Yeah, well, can I suggest, since we're starting this off-week triage thing, maybe we have a first triage session next week where we actually go through and tag these things in addition to cleaning up a few other issues? Bogdan?
That sounds good,
yeah, so last time in my sort of feedback was that some of the help wanted issues that are too difficult for people to, so we have to kind of basically create issues for Contrib Fest. I mean, if we want to be like, really, we want people to, you know, commit an issue. Otherwise, they can, you know, start working on Help Wanted, but, you know, maybe they get discouraged. So I think we can do that, but that requires like some amount of maybe like a little bit like, you know, not trivial, like a couple hours of going through the code and like figure out, okay, this like test not covered, maybe add a test here or like extend test here, you know, things like that. So I know what people feel, but you know, I can also try to, I think I've done it last time, and you know, those were completed. So we can discuss next time, but you know, what do you think about creating a special issues for Contrib Fest, basically?
Yeah, I completely agree around the level. Look, it's a really short session. We don't have time to like get into probably some of the Help Wanted issues that are, most of them are quite complex actually. If we can get some really straightforward stuff lined up based on the time in Amsterdam, like that would be best. Yeah, so let's use the triage meeting next week perhaps for the first one to try and figure out the list and get some in place. Cool. Any other thoughts on KubeCon prep, team?
I mean, somebody's supposed to be preparing a maintainer session, but I'm not on that.
Yes, yeah, Wenjie and I talked about that on Wednesday. We're starting to work on the slides. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And actually the draft, I raised the draft post for an etcd blog post, just covering all of the kind of etcd presence at KubeCon. We'll merge that much closer to the time, but that'll be the post that folks go to when they scan the QR code that plays during the main event keynotes. Yeah.
For the kiosk, are we being supplied with any swag?
I was wondering about that. I don't know. I don't think so. We didn't get anything in Amsterdam. It would be wonderful just to have something like just some stickers or something. because I was going to in Amsterdam, I was going to pinch some etcd stickers from the sticker wall and just use them at the booth,
Mhm.
but they were completely out of etcd stickers. So if we
Well,
could
they
get
usually-
something, it would be great.
They usually have stickers and swag at the store. So at the very least, yeah, I can go pick up some. I'll just buy some stickers or something if that's what we need.
Yeah.
I mean, they usually have swag. We should, if you're staffing, probably might want to invest in an NetCD shirt just to be thematically appropriate, so people know.
Yeah, actually, for the people who've already signed up for staffing, and here's an incentive for anybody listening to sign up for staffing in the next 24 hours. If you've already signed up for staffing, send me your t-shirt size and I'll see if I can get t-shirts at least for the staff.
This the sign up sheet fills up immediately.
If that's what it takes, then yes. I will be happy to come up with some way to fund t-shirts for everybody if we can fill up that schedule.
Thanks, Josh. Much appreciated. I've already got one. I'll be squared away. But yeah, maybe if we can reach out to CNCF about getting some stickers as well. Let me make a note of that in the
Yeah,
doc.
we should maybe just add a t-shirt column to the spreadsheet then. I think that would probably be the easiest way to do that, right?
Sure. I was just gonna Slack the people who've already signed up, but. Among other things, I need a new t-shirt because my Etsy shirt is CoreOS era. And it's a little ratty at this point.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. Just very quickly, anything else? We're probably running short on time, so I'll move on to the next topic. So quick update. So Josh asking about the owners file migration status. I can talk to that. So we now have owners files in all of the required etcd repositories. We've now cleaned up. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just yay.
Yep, and we've now removed the old maintainers files from all of the required repos. We've archived 3 out of the 4 proposed repos for archival. There's one that's still in discussion. There's an open pull request from Christoph Blecker, one of the steering co-members, to add the etcd.io org to Kubernetes org management. There's a little bit of review feedback I've placed on that just to make sure you get that right, and we're waiting for an update on that PR from Christoph. When I spoke to Wingia on Wednesday, she was going to follow up on that, but that's, I think, the next big step is to get that PR merged so that the org is managed by Kubernetes/org. Other than that, I think we're tracking well. It's just getting that org management PR merged is the next step.
Okay, 2 things. Number 1 is you need to leave the maintainers file intact in etcd.io/etcd. Because for the time being, we are both a SIG and a CNCF project. And for the CNCF project side of us, we need to have that maintainers file.
Right. Is that some kind of policy or something?
Yes.
Okay. I will so that actually, I think one of them might have already merged. I'll check. If they haven't
It has
merged.
not merged.
Okay, good.
I'm marking it right now.
Yeah, thank you. And is this like a short-term like period of time thing, or do you think it'll just be indefinite? Because I can just close the PRs if it has to stay indefinitely.
Well, we want the owner's file as well. So you need to just remove the maintainers file portion out of the PR. Just on etcd.io etcd. The other repos is fine. Just that one repo.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll tidy that up. Cool. And we've got 2 minutes left, so just very quickly, last topic.
The other thing I
Sorry.
want to bring up for the owner's file thing, I'll follow up with you, but somehow in the shuffle with owner's files, I've lost my ability to approve things for the website/docs. And we'll need to make sure that I get it back before the Contrib Fest.
Yes, okay. Probably ping Benjamin or Marek, just because I don't have permissions to resolve any of it.
Yeah, well, not everything is merged, etc. So I think it's just broken because of the in between state. So,
Right. Okay,
but
yep,
it
we'll
means
sort
I
that out.
can't approve. I can't approve your owner's changes in that repo.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh. Very quickly, our last topic. So, Cato, auth in a multi-tenant cluster. Take it away.
Hi. So it's my first time here. Hi, everyone. I'm Kenny. So I have a question for advice about setting up auth in a cluster where we want to have like one user per tenant. I guess we don't have much time in this meeting. I posed the question in the Kubernetes Slack. So if people can look at that and possibly give advice or tell me I'm doing something wrong, please take a look.
Okay, thanks, Kenny. And welcome to the call. I'll just make
Well-
one suggestion. We use discussions, the GitHub discussions on etcd.io/etcd for a lot of the kind of general questions and just kind of helping out the community. So feel free to post a discussion. That's probably a good way to make the content available for like the answers available for everyone else in the future as well. And we can help out there. Yeah.
I do have a question. I did notice your thing in the Slack channel, but I was just wondering, are you using etcd natively or with Kubernetes?
In this context, we're just using etcd natively, like
Okay,
without.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to clarify.
Okay, thanks everyone. Unless there's any other burning issues, we are 1 minute over time, so we can probably call it there. I'll just very quickly check, is there anything else super critical or urgent for today? No, I don't see any hands up. So I think that is us for today, team. Thanks for joining in and thanks for your patience earlier on while we were getting the meeting underway. Hope to see you in a fortnight.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thanks.